I have here is this local voice assistant hardware from Studio, that is this ReSpeaker XVF3800, which has 4 microphone input and a central XMOS chip for acoustic noise cancellation and active noise suppression. It also has this 12 LEDs at the top that can be programmed using ESP Home. Then this JST connector for connecting a speaker, and also this 3.5mm audio jack to connect external speakers to it. Now this device is controlled via this Xiaomi ESP32S3 that has 8MB flash and 8MB PS RAM. Apart from this, it also has this reset and mute buttons. Now I received this device about 2 months back, but the firmware was not up to the mark to use it as a voice assistant with Home Assistant. It didn't have the proper noise cancellation, and the ESP Home code was not using the main noise cancellation features provided by this device. Hence I delayed this video until the Studio developers updated the firmware, and I was also actively in touch with Andri, known as Format BCE on GitHub, who developed the right code for this device using ESP Home. Shout out to Andri for this entire YAML configuration and keeping the code up to date. You can buy him a coffee with a link into the description below. Now with the new code and better firmware, I have tested the device over a month, and now I feel it is a polished voice assistant device. Let me walk you through the features that this device offers. Firstly, when you start the device, it shows you this twinkling light effect indicating it's trying to connect to Home Assistant. Once it's connected and you invoke it with a wake word, it shows this beaming light effect showing from where it's getting the audio. Now in Home Assistant, you have these options to mute the microphone and adjust the volume. Then in the configuration section, you can set up the voice assistant pipeline for 2 wake words, change the brightness of the LEDs on the device. Then we have a preset of colors to set for the LEDs, an option to enable or disable playing the mute switch sound as well as the wake up sound, and then we have these 2 wake word options that can be configured for this device. Now the entire ESP Home YAML configuration for this device is available on the GitHub repository provided by Format BCE. I'll provide the link and my article about this device in the description below. Now after you build and flash the firmware using ESP Home, on the first boot it might start blinking red, so you might have to wait for about 5 to 10 minutes as the firmware is being flashed on startup for a new device. Now you might wonder, why would you want this device when you already have the voice assistant preview edition from Home Assistant, and how does it compare to it? Now I have been using both these devices for about a month now, and let me tell you the differences as per my experience. When I used this device, the wake word would immediately detect it by the device from any part of the room, even over 3 meters of range. Like I didn't even have to look at the device to give it a command, and my experience was somewhere close to how I interacted with my Google Home Mini. Like I stopped looking at my voice assistant and just gave it a command in the room, which got picked up by the device as compared to the voice assistant preview edition from Home Assistant, which you have to give the command in the direction of the voice assistant for it to recognize the wake word. So I felt that the ReSpeaker device was really amazing, and I was free from looking at my voice assistant device all the time to give it a command. Now this device works really well in a less noisy environment, but it still has some caveats. Firstly, if you place this device next to a TV and if the TV is playing something, then this device finds it very difficult to listen to your voice, as I feel it gets overwhelmed by the audio from the TV. So maybe this is not the best place for this device. Second thing is that I built this custom case for this device to hold the speaker and the board, but when I put this top cover to make it more discreet, the Wi-Fi signal became very weak and I had a lot of connection issues. So I had to use this device with an open top. These were the 2 things that I found about this device, but apart from this, I'm using this device as my daily voice assistant device because of its reliability to detect my voice from any part of the room and listen to the voice command more accurately compared to the voice assistant preview edition. So to test all these real world scenarios, I took some time to make this video, so it would help me if you subscribe to my channel or support me via Patreon or just buy me a coffee so that I can make such in-depth videos for you. Now this device costs about $53 on Seed Studio's website, but you can also buy this on AliExpress for 59 euros with the links that I have added into the description below. Now if you like to see such videos about making your home smart, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well as hit that like button for more such videos to come. Now you can support this channel via Patreon, or you could just buy me a coffee. Till then, take care and I'll see you in my next one.